breaking the ball like that.
6-1.
Noddy has some great reverses in the middle of the rally.
Point.
That's that serve that he has. It's kind of a quiet screen serve in a way. It's completely legal, but it's just enough, and then it breaks away from Tony.
7-1.
Yes, and if it actually hits the wall, it flattens out because of that same spin.
Side out.
Second unforced error, I believe.
Noddy's smart enough to not let that get to him.
Oh, that's a key, yeah. You want him to never miss a few in a row.
Replay.
I don't know about that call. Tony's fast, but would not have gotten it before it hit the wall, and it didn't come very far off the wall. See, James, to give that replay, saying that Tony might have got it at the short line, and that ball just had too much on it.
It looked like Tony took the right angle with that ball because he wasn't going to go forward and run into Noddy. There's no way he could have really got that ball. That's why Tony took that angle.
Second serve.
Veteran move by the young man. This is where the new ball hurts Tony. He'd like to get in a long ceiling rally, but sure is. Oh, there's a break.
That's where the new ball helped Tony right there.
That normal ceiling shot he hits, he's got to tone it down a little or take it farther back in the ceiling to keep it off the back wall.
2-7.
Good power by Alvarado. Nice.
Point.
Can take a little slight look at James, but not lobbying.
Yeah, that's what he's upset about the other call. He wanted a little payback. He said that's a hinder and that's not.
3-7.
Talking about that play earlier that Tony got the hinder call on.
Let's see if he forgets it and hits a good shot. Look at that nice offhand reverse, like Tati Silvera type. Left-handed reverse. Look at this. Without the reverse, that hits the wall earlier and Tony returns it.
You see Father Elgato sitting in the stands.
7-3. Replay.
I think Noddy is correct by looking up to James and saying that too. You know, you have to try to keep the referee honest.
Yeah, he did the right thing. He was polite. He made his point, and then he won the next rally. He wasn't bothered about it. He spoke his piece and moved on. Is that a good bounce? That's just incredible juice.
Ball has so much spin, it goes back to the right wall and just pops up off the back wall. I know it's a little difficult to see on the TV screen, but we've all played handball enough to know that what that ball does on the back wall. So much spin on that lively ball.
Noddy's hitting bigger hooks than I've ever seen him hit right now.
Three, 8.
And that is a sign of being calm.
Yeah, you
under
got to
control.
really. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're correct. You know, you can't be tense and hit a hop, any type of reverse, unless it's by accident.
Went too hard on that one.
Side out.
Uncharacteristic for Healy. If they match unforced errors, Tony's going to be in trouble.
Well, Tony has that beautiful back wall shot. I'm surprised to see him miss 3 of those. But he's going to get that back. He just needs to keep shooting. Tony traditionally starts off a little slow and then always seems to have a fight in him somewhere in every game that he plays.
Oh, yeah.
8.
That's better than that's right.
I agree. That's right.
I agree is even better.
Oh, I love
the
the
hit, but it still ended up good result. That's very nice.
So difficult, especially when you're in the front court like Tony was, and he didn't really look back to see where Noddy was going to hit it. He knew Noddy was hitting it somewhere over there, so he has to respect it hitting the front wall first, and that's what he did. And
he'd actually had most of the wide angle blocked, and now they just pinched it right there in the very corner.
Good
great
kick.
effort.
Nadi just strolls back and
Tony
takes it off.
Needs to take this rally, and he does.
Side out.
See, that's the shot that we were talking about. Nadi was still there, almost got his hand
Almost
on it.
got it. Yeah,
He actually went down to one knee and was going to try to return, shoot, and kill that. That's all Tati Severa too, going down on one knee and just trying to smoke that ball back to the front wall. But something happened when he went down and he just decided not to take the swing at it. It was a good shot by Tony Healy.
3-9.
Game 1 men's semifinals match. Oh, look at that.
Oh, what a
Beautiful
get.
get by Tony Healy. Another beautiful get. Ow, and he took the shot and missed it.
Toughest one of all of them. Heck of a rally.
That gets a well-deserved clap from the crowd. We're going to look at a replay here. Nadi actually hops the ball away from Tony. A sure point right there. Watch this shot. Behind the back with his left hand, Tony Healy hit that. Then he gets the next one, keeps the rally going.
Nadi can't let that rally phase him. You just tip your hat to the other guy on that one and move on.
That is the shot of the tournament right there. That's the rally of the tournament.
Second serve. Point.
There's a bad break.
Five, 9.
Tony going to that lob serve.
Point.
Nadi looked like he took a little bit off of that.
Ended up a little further behind him than he expected, I think.
6-9.
Tony edging back with a couple points. Oh, that's a nice return there too.
Yeah,
You're right, he's very calm.
seen that. Oh, bad.
Point.
Smart shot by Healy. Nadi's probably seen 10, 20,000 of those lobs from Chapman, and he's decided that's his ideal return, to push it right back down the wall.
That was just a slip.
Yes, slip, and also the way it came out of the corner. I think he was ready for almost anything.
I think he came into that corner down there and just his heel caught the ground and just kind of slid a little bit. There's a good shot of Nadi Alvarado Sr. next to Bruce Fabrizio from Simple Green. Bruce on the right, Nadi giving us a quick little wave there and a nice smile, always smiling. But as soon as that play ended, Nadi immediately walked over to that corner. So something happened back there. You're right, the ball did bounce a little
7-9.
odd. Tony always looking back to see where Nadi's position, I think.
Well played rally. It's not over yet. That could have been a hinder.
There was
That's
contact
probably-
there.
Yeah. He still should have made that shot, though.
Look at that crowd clapping, even though Tony Healy is not necessarily the gallery favorite here, but you saw the father of Nadi Alvarado Jr. clapping in the gallery as well. There was that little contact call, that no call that was made.
He made that.
Nadi still wanted that shot at the very end there. He could have easily have dumped that ball in the front left. You see all smiles by Bruce Fabrizio and Nadi Alvarado Sr. It's very nice to see everybody in a good mood and cheering on a real great match, men's semifinals match, first one of the day. Winner goes to the finals and $20,000 tomorrow at 1 p.m.
9.
There he is, that little quick glance that he gives Nadi right before he serves that lob serve.
Excellent close-up.
It's a very good view.
He's appealing the serve. I called it short. Both agree. Call stands. Second serve.
Beautiful get.
Tony's really making Nadi earn his points.
It's a beautiful shot. Tony Healy is earning these points right now.
Yeah,
Nadi actually had Healy halfway through there. It looks like he had an easy pass there. Got it right by him. I almost said, oh, that was a good shot. And Tony pops it off the back wall and keeps the rally going, eventually winning the point.
Yeah, on this run, I'd say he saved probably half his points. Doing something remarkable like that. He got that one.
Look at that get.
Nadi hit a perfect shot there.
Look at that get.
Nadi has to not rush.
Look at that get.
Oh,
and he gets the point again. Tony Healy is deserving these points right now. If you're in Ireland and you're a fan of Tony Healy's in any other part of the world, you have to be happy to watch this. Handball is an amazing sport.
Very high quality stuff.
Boy, look at that. Have you seen Tony Healy play so athletic? And then he just slides the ball with a three-wall kind of kill that slides that back wall back there. Nice little Z. Have you seen Tony Healy play this athletic before in a rally?
Yeah, as far as court coverage, he's probably got a little extra juice today, but yeah, this is part of Tony's game.
Totally amazed by that. We have a final. Anna Kristoff and Jess Galley played their first match in the women's semifinals, where Anna beat Jessica 21-4 in that first game.
Oh my! I don't want to speculate on why that happened.
Courtney Pichotte won her match earlier, and she now goes into the finals. Courtney's going to play the winner of the Jess Galley-Anna Kristoff match. Like we said, Anna beat Jessica 21-4 in the first game. We'll try to get the final score on the second game when it becomes available. Right now, though, it's the first semifinals match of the men's Open Pro singles with Nadi Alvarado Jr. and Tony Healy playing. Tony deserving all of those 10 points that we see up on the scoreboard, the simple green scoreboard with a lot of amazing gets the first part of this first game.
Very fortunate to have this entire professional crew here to capture what's been a remarkable game to this point.
Well, we have the video production crew of director Chris Garad from Portland, Oregon. Jeff Kastner is producing along with the cameraman Omar Lemus from Houston, Texas. Don Baker, a.k.a. Baker, who is from Portland, Oregon, and then production assistants Gene Kasamoto and Colleen Burke. Commentators Dave Vincent along with John Bike, and then Kara Mack, the sideline commentator, will be chatting with us a little later on.
10-9.
Score is 10, serves 9 after that timeout. There he is. Tony takes a look back to see where Nadi is at.
Side out.
That's about how good your shot has to be. Tony almost got that one too.
As I recall, looking back at some of the points that Nadi got in the first part of that first game, he did it on that exact same shot right there. Many of his points come from that right corner.
I mean, the real sharp one, yep.
Short.
Nadi will appeal this because it was a short ball, I believe.
One agrees, one disagrees. Call stands. Second serve.
It looked like a short ball from here. Nadi still trying to find that crack serve.
Point.
Got that one in front of him too.
Tony felt like he can get that ball without leaving his feet for once in this
oh, you're right.
in this game, and he just couldn't quite catch up to it. Again, when you hit this ball with that three-quarter speed,
that's exactly right. Yeah.
Kind of throws your opponent off a little bit.
This could be a point. He rushed it a little, but still executed.
After the timeout, a couple quick points by Nadi. Now regaining the lead, getting the side out, then regaining the lead. That's three in a row for Nadi Jr.
11-10.
Oh, almost got that crack, that deep crack that he's known to do.
Got to get that, no?
Ball side out.
Those were the balls that Tony's getting.
Yep.
Nadi needs to dig those out as well if he wants to match Tony Healy from this point on. Now here comes a
10,
little quick glance
11.
back from Tony. Look at him in the server's box. Watch him look back at Nadi. There it is.
Short. He's appealing the serve. I called it short. Both disagree. Nadi's requesting that you take off your sunglasses.
A new development in the indoor facility here. One of the linesmen has chosen to wear sunglasses.
What? Right.
Can't say I've seen this before.
He wants you to take off your sunglasses.
Nadi insinuating that he did think that serve was short.
Description. You want to switch him? You want to switch linesmen?
Now the
Hey, Paul, will you take over?
Paul looking to be the replacement linesman.
Okay,
Sounds like
the call was reversed. We
Bert
have
from
2
Sesame
serves
Street
coming.
laughing over there.
10 serves 11.
Tony's going to make that quick glance back at Nadi again. There it is, to see if he's still standing back there. As soon as he does that, Nadi moves back into the left. I want to talk to you more about that in the next timeout.
Tony with great hands, but when Nadi goes right at him.
Right out.
Nadi goes right at him. He's creating some mishits with that fluid hook he's hitting.
Not common that you see that that kind of left-handed or even right-handed fish shot from Nadi. He only throws out about 4 or 5 different shots in any given rally, and
10.
then all of a sudden you see him take a shot like that, and it's to perfection.
Nice call. Point.
Nice call by Healy.
$12-10.
Hard to keep that fist off. Did he wrap it around? That must have been a very tough shot.
A little out of camera view,
He was all the way back.
but we saw the result of that ball.
13-10. Short.
Nadi's probably going to appeal that, but it looked like a short, the correct call.
Test his new linesman, Paul.
Second serve.
His last linesman looked like Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman.
Wow.
Point.
Look
I
at that
smell
hook.
that shot.
Look at that hook. He is so much better off going right at him with the juice. You can hit it 20 feet away from Healy. Healy's going to run it down, possibly re-kill it. Going right at him, he's creating some errors and mishits.
10.
Now with this new lively ball plus that hook that Nadi can do in the middle of the rally.
Short.
He's mad at himself. He's trying to get that serve over. Nobody
Second serve.
has a serve like Nadi when he gets it on target.
That time Tony was there, but did not take advantage. That's a perfect shot by Nadi, and it had to be. Any shorter, Tony would have got it. Any longer, it's off the back wall. Healy was there to cover it.
1 minute. The score when we resume is 15-10.
You hear the voice of James Comstoff up in the referee's crow's nest. My name is Dave Vincent, along with John Bike in the broadcasting booth. We're going to go over to the sideline commentator, Kara Mack from Portland, Oregon. Kara,
I'm sitting here with Nadi Jr.'s wife, Carrie. All right, he's taking the lead now. How do you feel about this?
Oh, I'm very excited. Very nervous at first, but he's doing great. So
You seem pretty calm on the sidelines, though. When you watch him, do you get nervous? Are you?
I'm nervous, but I'm a quiet, nervous person. I just sit back and think and just kind of watch his moves. He's a great player, so.
He has a whole lot of fans here, including a lot of family members. Is it a great time for you guys to get together and be able to support each other?
Yes, always. We all love watching him play. Just, been there from the beginning, so it's great.
Your father-in-law is here on the sidelines, too, with you guys. What do you think about their interaction? Because you see Nadi look back at him and kind of get some tips.
He has so much respect for his dad. He's always watching his dad for just little comment, eye gesture, something. So.
Do you have the hand signals down? Because I see Nadi giving them to him.
I don't know.
You're not going to give away any secrets.
It's their own language, yeah.
All right, back to you guys.
Thank you very much. That's Kara Mack on the site, right outside the courts there in the gallery, talking to Carrie Alvarado, Nadi's wife. We're back watching the play here. Let's see if we can get the referee's mic back working again. There it is.
Side out.
Yeah, that's something we talked about yesterday, and Kara brought it up. So did Carrie. The fact that she's talking about hand signals out there in the gallery. There's just so much friends and family, and Nadi always has a support group here everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
Look at that shot.
That's a quality shot. That's the exact shot Senior just signaled for in that rally.
Bruce Fabrizio on the right-hand side there, and then you saw Nadi Alvarado Sr. clapping. I guess that was the hand signal, the clap. Luckily, the lights didn't turn off when he clapped his hands like that. That's the way it is at Nadi's house.
This is close call, but I'm going to say during timeouts that sideline reporter was a slight improvement over you and me. Fill in time for a minute or two.
15.
A slight improvement.
Give her the edge so far.
If you're at home keeping score, that's 1 sideline reporter. That's 0 John Bike and Dave.
Second serve.
But it's early in the game. It's only 1-0. We have a chance to come back.
I don't even want a chance. I want her every break. Mistake by Alvarado, and Tony doesn't capitalize.
Oh, beautiful.
Point.
There it
Way to
is.
focus. A couple of shots in a row that were off. Kicked his head, hit a good one.
We'll listen for the score here. Nadi was down 9-10. Let's see what the score is.
16-10.
7 unanswered points. There's that fist shot again.
Tony keeps the fist. I love it. Tony hit the fist ceiling. Kept it in play. That's very well played.
Earlier on in the first part of that first game, you were seeing Nadi actually hitting those balls back to Tony. When Tony was down on the ground, Tony would pop up and get another amazing get. Here, Nadi just takes care of it and says, see you later. You're going to be over there laying down in a heap on the left side. I'm going to hit the ball down the right side. It's continued coverage from the world of pro handball as we are here at the Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball. Sitting next to me is the legendary John Bike. My name is Dave Vincent.
Second timeout, 1 minute. Score when we resume is 17-10.
As we hear James Comstoff in the referees area. I guess it's the crow's nest up there. You've actually played with James many times over your pro career, and you've also seen him up in referee in many of these top pro matches. He's certainly one of the best around.
As a huge asset to the game, just his knowledge of the game, he shares with us freely. He's had a major hand in the most recent ranking systems.
Let's go back to the sidelines again. Once again, let's see what's going on with Kara Mack.
Nadi Jr., a whole lot of fans here in the crowd, including his sister Lupita. What are you thinking of the game so far?
Actually, the pacing is going well for Nadi. There was a few points there where Healy was getting every get, and Nadi wasn't able to put the ball down. And if he continues to put the ball down and get him off balance, he's going to do well.
Look at that. That's when you know that there's a handball family. I mean, my goodness, watching your father down there watch Nadi, is it just exciting to have the whole family together and so supportive of each other?
Definitely, and it makes we're a real close family, and it makes a big difference when we're all there for each other. And this is a time where he needs us.
What are the similarities between father and son that you notice?
The style of play, the quickness, the corner, the kill shots, the serve, and just you serve, you win the point. You serve, you run around, you get low on your feet and set yourself up and shoot for those corners, and that's the similarity there. And of course, the desire to want to win.
All right, they're starting back up, so we'll toss it back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Kara.
Good job, Lupe Bike. Maybe she can come up here for the next game. Do the color commentary.
Well, we tried to get her earlier. That's Kara Mack on the sideline, right outside the door, right in the gallery. Your wife, Lupita, Talking about her brother's game. Her
18-10.
score is 18 serves 10. First game, men's semifinals match.
Wow.
He got the crack there, it looked like. We missed it from that camera angle, but we can tell by the gallery's reaction that he hit the crack serve.
19-10.
19 serves 10 now.
Start.
Oh, that was what he was looking for right there. He gets that one working, and it's trouble.
Second serve.
It's something new that he's been doing, at least that I've noticed.
Point.
He's got a couple different options from that same position there. Yeah.
This is something he's working on. He's modifying that that second serve. You're right. He can actually throw that around, make that a Z serve if he wanted from that angle too, and also go down the right wall.
Start.
Nadi certainly wants one of those balls to just get over the line, just a couple
Second
inches over the line.
serve.
Goes to the regular Z, and Tony would have liked to have cut that off, but he can't anymore. That's what he can't cheat on it anymore because now he's doing so many different things from that position. Hopefully Nadi will serve one down the left here. Nope.
There's that crack that he wanted, just hit it a little too high.
Good shot by Healy.
Nadi stuck with that shot off the back wall, very difficult shot.
That's the one right at him. Look at that, another miss hit. And
there it
he
is.
wins. What's he gonna ask for?
Nadi, we're gonna replay that. It slid.
Okay, so maybe it could have been played off the back wall.
James certainly saw it too. He's agreeing right there. You look down at the ball and saw a little wet spot. He actually nods his head and agrees. It was kind of interesting. About three timeouts ago, Nadi was down 10-9, and since that point, he's scored 11 straight one answered point after that.
Point serves 10.
He's still on 10. Tony's
You're
still
right.
on 10.
You're right. So it's been 11 straight unanswered points after that first timeout Nadi took.
That's Nadi's capable of doing that to anyone, and he's.
A lot of it has been the serve.
Second serve.
A lot of it's been the serve, but it hasn't been mainly the serve. He's been winning during the volleys, proving that that he isn't necessarily a one-trick pony.
His second shot's phenomenal, actually. If we went back and saw those 11 points, I'll bet you 5 of them were 3-shot rallies. You know, Tony made a little move by switching to the lob, but he wasn't getting points off it. He just was changing the pace of the game.
Game, men's semifinals match. Nadi Alvarado won the first one 21-10. After being down 9-10, he came back and did 11 unanswered points.
Point.
And that's how he did it pretty much most part of the game, winning the point by his rally. He said he was not a one-trick pony yesterday. I was talking to him. He said, I don't just serve the ball. I can do things in the middle of the rally. But I don't mind being labeled as a great server.
Oh, what a shot.
Kind of inside out of that one.
Using the whole court.
Side out.
Well played.
You're watching the U.S. Open of Handball, brought to you by Simple Green. Simple Green is the sponsor. They've signed a 3-year commitment to bring us
0-4.
some really good handball here for the next few years, and a lot of money too, a lot of prize money here.
Call side out.
Now normally it's accustomed to see somebody dive for the ball like that and then they raise their hand. I heard Tony say no, but Nadi continued to play the ball anyway just in case, which is always smart. Naughty inspecting the floor, and he's inspecting that too, even though it wasn't him who dove, but he's inspecting it because that's where he drops the ball when he gets that serve going, and he doesn't want anything to affect that that serve that he's perfected. Although we haven't seen him really get on a big long run of those crack serves that he'll sometimes do, where he can reel off 5 or 6 in a row.
Yeah, that's a little more impressive. That's what the fans remember. But what he is doing is he's getting balls he can kill immediately. He's winning 3-shot rallies. That's the next best thing to cracks.
Contact, replay.
There was contact there. Even when Naughty's missing that serve, he still puts it in a good spot where it would still be a very successful serve for most other people. That's nice to see Naughty miss and still put his opponent in a tough position, awkward position to return that ball.
4-0. Screen serve.
That's a good call by James.
I agree.
I thought maybe you were going to disagree with that really
One
quickly. I
screen.
cut you off.
No, that they told me not to disagree with you anymore. No matter
I want to know who the they are.
Point.
the man. The voices in my head.
That seems acceptable.
No,
I thought you were kidding me at first, but now I know.
5-0.
5-0. Alvarado continuing to roll.
Naughty made a serve, and Tony took it off the back wall and looked like he was just going to kill it easy, and it just dug it into the ground. Tony doesn't miss a lot of those. He missed a few in the first game, though.
He needs to turn it around quick. He certainly can.
Set out.
Naughty has scored 16 straight points from the end of that first game to the start of the second game. Unanswered points, that is.
0-5.
You know, the thing is, though, 9 to 21 is 12.
Side out.
He scored 12 in the last game.
Let's make it 17 then. 17 unanswered points. Boy, I hate when I'm wrong by 1 point like that. It makes my
5-0.
point.
It makes it even stronger.
It negates my point.
Short.
That looked like it could have been good.
He's appealing the serve. I called it short.
I'd like to see a replay on that, but
One agrees. Call stands. I got a good look at it. You agree with my call? Yes.
Yeah, I thought it hit the line myself.
if it hits the line, it's a short serve.
That's right.
Second serve.
It has to completely clear the line. That's opposite of tennis.
Opposite of baseball.
Point.
Now he's doing what he wants right now. Has Tony used a timeout yet? Because this thing's starting to slip away.
6-0. Short.
Naughty thought he got
Right
that.
on that mark. That one might have been
He's
good.
appealing the serve. I
People
called
get
it
fooled
short.
because he slides it off the wall so much.
One agrees, one disagrees. Call stands.
And James is an excellent referee, but that's one that fools some people. When he gets that reverse, it slides along the sidewall and it carries further than you think. Now he's not going to let it bother him.
Second
though.
serve.
Naughty was pretty confident with that. When he is confident that he gets that serve over the line,
Replay.
while appealing, he always walks back toward the line
Two
judges.
serves.
Says,
6-0.
okay, who's going to say no?
So someone stood up to him.
They're behind a big sheet of glass, that's why. There's James Comstoff up in the server's box. Excuse
Second
me, the
serve.
referee's box. And the server's box is Naughty Jr. Second serve going to that Z, it looks like.
That time it's the half Z.
Came out a little too
Right
far
out.
for him. Tony Healy just took that off the back wall, off the side left wall, and then hit it up front.
0-6.
Tony's going to look back at Naughty just really briefly. There it is. There's a glance.
Point.
Huh. 2 straight hand errors from Alvarado. He's got to stay on top of this.
Out of the last 18 points, actually 19
6.
points, that's the first time there's been a point for Tony Healy.
And did a long run.
See how controlled Naughty looks there, and returning
Healy.
that lob.
That's just unacceptable. Tony does not have any margin for error at this point in the match.
We have seen Nadi in the past, though, returning that lob serve where he seems way too anxious and he runs in and tries to hit the ceiling. There, he's very much under control.
Under control.
Looks like he's learned a little bit from watching his videos against Dave Chapman. Beautiful get by Nadi.
Point.
No more sloppy play. That's like 4 straight rallies ended with an error.
That's what you saw Tony do in the first part of that first game, where he was getting to those balls and then eventually winning rallies.
Right.
And there, it's nice to see Nadi has won a couple rallies now where he's been extending himself. You're watching game number 2 of the men's semifinal match. Winner goes to the finals of the U.S. Open of Handball, brought to you by Simple Green. It's Nadi Alvarado Jr. winning the first game 21-10 after being down 10-9. And then he comes back and has that big long run against Tony, and it actually translated into the second game too, as scored 7 straight points start off the second game. Now
7-1.
you hear the score, 7-1. Just over the line, nice serve.
Front
Point.
side that time. Tony went to the side front. Nadi hit it front side.
Timeout.
There's an overdue
Healy,
timeout.
1 minute. Score when we resume is 8-1.
Here Tony Healy is taking that timeout. It's 8-1. It's the semifinal match, like we said. It's Simple Green's U.S. Open of Handball, the Nadi Alvarado Classic. As we look at other brackets a little later on today, it's broadcast partner John Bike with legendary Tati Severa teaming up to play Bill Mihilos and Dane Skatkowski, who won their match. Kind of an upset win yesterday against Team Eddie. Eddie's Chapa and Eddie Severa. It looks like you guys have to play those individuals today at 2 o'clock.
Is it 2 o'clock?
I believe so, according to that bracket.
Okay,
But
over the third matchup. Yeah, we'll be folling Brady's matchup.
that's a semifinals match too, and then the winner of your match will play the winner of the Anton Wilson Ali Abdullah match against Marco Chavez and Vincent Munoz. That's going to be another exciting one. We have some really good handball still scheduled for later today. And if we look what happened earlier today, it was Courtney Pichot taking the current United States Handball Association female champion, Jennifer Schmidt, to a tiebreaker, eventually winning that. She's now in the finals tomorrow, playing for some pretty big bucks against the winner of the Jessica Galley-Anna Kristoff match. I know Anna won the first game 21-4.
Resuming play.
And she also took the second game against Jessica, so Anna will be playing Courtney Pichot tomorrow. Human. It's a big mountain to climb, though, for Tony.
11.
To the back wall. Oh,
Right
my.
out.
That was beautiful. Beautiful shot from Nadi Alvarado Jr. off the back wall. He does have a remarkable back wall shot, not known for that. I mean, he always gets the
11.
congratulations for his
1.
serve, and no one ever really talks about the other little tools that he has, but he has a beautiful back wall shot in good form.
Yeah. He's. Some of us do talk about things beside his serve. Nice hustle by
I thought that
Healy.
was a
I'm gonna call
2 bounce.
bounces.
Oh, I don't think so.
I thought it was a 2
I
bounce.
think it popped up off the wall.
I don't think he got it. I'm calling 2 bounces.
I think it hit the wall and popped up. I think Tony got the ball.
You thought he got
And I
it?
think
We're
I've
going to
never.
replay the point. One of the linesmen
I
thought he
shouldn't
got it. I thought he didn't.
Oh, that's wrong. Tony's never taken a double. The play happened slowly enough that Tony would have known if it was 2. And
Well, Owen Kennedy's sitting back in Ireland right now, disagreeing with you
Oh,
on
really?
a shot that took place in the Worlds that we have on videotape. But
oh, okay, well.
I'm certainly thinking that in my naked eye, I thought I saw a double bounce.
11-1.
Referee saw it, and so did Nadi. And but I'm just a guy talking,
Well,
watching it on the.
I forgot about that world play. I just thought it hit the sidewall and popped up.
Boy, Nadi had a strong hit on that ball. That
Tony's fighting game. Look, Nadi's hitting the ball perfectly now.
Point.
this is the game that Nadi can pull out, and that we've seen him do this many times.
12-1.
Where the whole world's talking.
You know, he had one poor tournament, and he was on the verge of being written off.
Good.
Might have been a little too soon for that.
Second serve. Point.
Now everything's going. He's just got to.
Timeout. First timeout, Nadi Alvarado Jr. 1 minute. Score when we resume is 13-1.
You hear James Comstoff calling that score 13-1. It's Dave Vincent and broadcast partner John Bike, and on the sideline it's Kara Mack. Let's go to her.
I'm with Bruce Fabrizio, who is head of Simple Green. All right, you have a big commitment here. As far as 3 years, you've committed to handball in the U.S. Open, right?
Well, yeah, this is 20 years that we've been doing this. Now we decided we'd find a perfect venue, perfect time of the year, and see if we couldn't find a way to develop a whole week-long festival for handball that everybody could count on. And it seems like we're off to a really good start.
Not just the sponsor, but you're here, you're watching all the matches. What do you think?
Well, you know, I know these guys since most of them were little babies, and I'd say that the future of handball is really bright. The Irish bring a great contingency, and yet our guys right here from Orange County are representing themselves really well, and it bodes well. I think handball has a chance here, and we're going to see if we can't bring it up from the little kids right on through the ladies' game. So,
what's your game like?
Well, my game's on the shelf right now. I had to have my knee replaced last year, so we're still waiting for me to get up off the pines, but it's coming. So hopefully next year I'll be out on the court as well as being part of the whole festival.
You've been sitting with Nadi Sr. this whole time. Is he giving you some strategies, giving you some tips for when you get back out there?
Well, actually, he's trying to keep me from the lunch table right now. So and Nadi is here with his son, and actually there's two better guys to talk to handball about than these two guys. And there's not much to add to their game, I'll tell you. Nadi Jr. is really doing a great job today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bruce. Back
You're
to
welcome.
you guys.
13 serves 1 now as we resume play. Thank you very much, Kara. There's that shot that Nadi's been doing, hitting that right corner kill, keeping Tony sliding across the front part of the court. Been consistently, John, winning points on that.
14-1.
I'm just soaking it all in.
Point.
We're watching a masterpiece.
This is a brilliant game right now played by Nadi Alvarado Jr. Tony's frustrated with his play right now. I really can't see what Tony needs to do in order to beat Nadi. Nadi just looks good in all aspects of his game, serve and shoot and end the volley as well.
Oh, a lot of those would
That would do it. He certainly get off the schneid.
1:15.
Tony knows deep down that he needs to get off this 1 point thing. He doesn't want to go back home to Ireland knowing that he only scored 1 point in the second game against Nadi.
No, he's gonna fight it all the way through.
That was a nice ceiling return by Nadi.
We're going to replay a bad bounce on the light.
You know, remarkably though, Nadi's been doing all of this without really hitting that serve. I mean, it's still good, but it's not the ace serve.
Yeah, but
1:15.
I'll say it again that winning a 3-shot rally is, that's the next best thing to the actual crack, and he's won a lot of 3-shot rallies.
2:15. Good.
The score is 2 serves 15.
Second serve.
We have a good view of a spectator and his beautiful manicured hair.
Point.
Okay, Healy's hanging in there. He's got to stay on top of things here. 2 years ago, Nadi had a season where he let a few games like this go. It never cost him where he lost a match, but he didn't close the door in a couple games like this.
Second serve.
Nadi tells me he's getting more mature when it comes to things like that.
I believe that too, and he'll have to prove it right now.
Side out.
Very nice. Tony was getting those balls in the first game. And I think a lot of that energy he expelled diving on the court multiple times in that rally that started in that first part of that game has gotten to him here.
Yep.
That looked like the ball slid.
Appealing the serve, I called it short. One agrees, one disagrees, call stands. Huh?
I don't know exactly what Noddy said, but he said something about the ball sliding.
I think he wanted a replay, but a first serve. But since one line's been agreed with James, James is likely to go with the short call. It's a good shot.
Right out.
That was a nice shot by Tony Healy. Semifinals match here. It's the first one of the day for the Men's Pro Open Singles, going for $20,000 in cash eventually. Winner is in the finals. Score is 3, serves 15. Tony Healy, second game.
Oh, just caught the wall.
Point.
Oh, he's got Lupe yelling at him now.
You hear Lupita down in the gallery giving her brother some encouragement.
4-15.
Often she's the loudest one you hear. There's that shot that Tony's known to do.
Now he's got to be careful. Maybe a timeout. I don't know.
That's right.
5-15.
The score is 5 serves 15.
Foot fault, front foot. Peel it. I called a foot fault.
Both line
appealing my
judges
foot fault
probably
call.
didn't see it.
Never be overturned unless
No
you had
offside,
sidewall
call
glass and
stands.
someone up there that
Second
James would trust
serve.
more.
I thought it was close to being a short serve as well. Noddy would have appealed it probably.
Replay.
See a lot of less experienced players turn immediately back after that ball that hit Tony Healy and would have looked at the referee asking for an avoidable.
5-15.
Noddy just cleans off the ball and gives it back to Tony.
There's that fist again.
He doesn't do it often, but he does. When he does use it, it actually is pretty effective.
Been doing that in our practice games on my serve on the left, just driving it right back at me. Or
Side out.
that's the wide angle corner kill that time. Totally different look from that sharp one he's been hitting. And it's what he needed that time because Tony was covering the sharp angle.
Noddy asking for the towel from referee James Comstock. Men's semifinals match going on right now, the first one of the day. We have sideline reporter Kara Mack. We'll be talking to her at any given moment to see what's going on out there in the crowd and with these players. The gallery, the very biggest one we've seen the whole tournament, and we've had a big long tournament so far. Our event started on Thursday, but here we have easily every single seat taken up. Out in the gallery watching
15-5.
the Irishman versus the local player, Noddy Alvarado.
Ooh, went for the deep crack. That's nice.
Again, every time he hits that shot, he's made it a success.
When I see him opened up like that with the shoulders aligned and the back arm cocked, I'm thinking he's gonna make that one.
16-5.
So this will be a tough shot. Rush that one a little. We're gonna fade out here. Bring it back.
Replay.
Nice little rally there, even though we lost a little part of it, but it's all right. The production crew's doing a great job. Director Chris Garad from Portland, Oregon. Producer Jeff Kastner. Cameraman Omar Lemus from Houston, Texas, and Don Baker from Portland, Oregon, as well as Colleen Burke and Gene Kazumoto. Production assistants, Kara Mack on the sideline. My name is Dave Vincent, along with legendary John Bike. Watching game number 2 after Noddy won the first game 21-20.
No.
21-10. It sounds really close to each other, you know.
That time.
Side out.
So,
Oh, wait.
interesting. Is he calling
Called a side out.
sloppy rally?
I thought maybe Noddy would give James a quick look up there, but he
5-16.
didn't argue with that.
Maybe it cracked on the side. I didn't see that though.
Point.
Tony's hanging in there.
Six, 16. Nice call. Point.
Double bounce. Noddy called that double
Straight
bounce.
crack serves. Tony's
He's certainly not out of this game now. I mean, 10 points is a big lead, but
16.
Noddy was up 10-0 at one point. Tony could certainly do the same thing.
Screen serve.
Tony has 7 now.
2 serves, 1 screen.
They'll only believe it coming from you, Dave.
Noddy has 16 and Healy has 7. We'll get the scoreboard changed. The simple green scoreboard. Tony missed that shot right there. He wanted that.
Contact replay.
Tony set up for that kill shot up in the right corner, and just ball popped up a little bit. Noddy was looking for it too. He got off the his horse and jumped up there and just popped it back, and then
7,
of course that
16.
led to a little contact replay.
Replay.
Boy, we're replaying almost every single shot now, and that's because Tony's actually putting some pressure on, and Noddy's actually trying to match his pressure right now. This is the Tony Healy that was missing for the last 25 shots or so. You can tell a complete difference. He's now actually
7,
shooting the ball.
16.
That could have been a foot fault also.
Replay.
Boy, again, Tony knows that Noddy's going to hit that right corner up there, and Noddy didn't hit it. He actually went back toward the middle of the court, hit Healy right in the back side.
7, 16.
Nice little natural.
Point.
Oh, that's not good.
Club
Yeah, Noddy
change,
needs
2
a break
minutes.
here.
Score when we resume is 8, serving 16.
You heard James Comstoff call that score of 8,
Whatever you
serve
want.
16. You're listening to the continued coverage from the world of pro handball, Simple Green U.S. Open of Handball, alongside broadcast partner John Bike. My name is Dave Vincent.
8-16.
Let's go to the sideline once again, right outside the doors with Kara Mack.
I'm being joined right now by Noddy Sr., who's watching his son out there play.
Yes. Hey, Tony, we're in a serious interview here. He likes to talk
Very
a lot.
serious.
Yeah. Hey, talk to me now. What's going on?
Your son took the first game. Here he's, Tony's making a comeback now. What is some advice that you would have for him?
Well, I just want him to keep doing what he was doing before, which he was passing them down the walls, and not is utilizing his power like he was in the first game. Therefore, he was able to execute the kill shots. Once you have your opponent running side to side, and you can also go for the kill shots. And Nadi's playing real good right now. He's making his kill shots, passes, and he's executing properly right now. So.
Do you two play together a lot?
Yeah, and we play together as in we're partners. I don't want to play against him right now because I don't want to get my hips dislocated or something like that. But he's playing excellent. He's been training, for this tournament. Thanks to Simple Green and Mr. Bruce Fabricio here on my left side. If it wasn't for his money, we wouldn't have all these athletes training so hard, for the tournament. And that is the reason that we have the best right now in the world playing in this particular tournament. With his help, my tournament, the Alvarado, which is the 17th now.
Gotta stroke that ball and make that shot.
11, 17. Football, front foot.
Wow. After being ahead 15-1, Noddy is now seeing his lead decrease 17
Second
serves
serve.
to 11. Actually, 11 serves 17 here. Second serve.
Oof, not a good return.
Point.
This is the case I'm talking about, where a guy
Back to your
is
gloves, Tony.
trying to show he's cool. I don't really know. I think that's
I think they're
counterproductive.
fine, Nadi. They're barely wet. I mean, you got 2 timeouts left. 12-17.
James Comstock, a very, very smart referee. He had a feeling that Nadi was actually trying to ask for a timeout, but came right back and said, hey, you have 2 timeouts. You can call one of them if you want. Nothing stopping you.
Let's see what he does with that. Opportunity for, oh, he got lucky break on the bounce.
Point.
Now it's 13.
We were experiencing some technical
Timeout,
difficulties
Nadi.
on
Second
the
timeout, 1
on the
minute.
feed from the live
Score when we
internet.
resume is 13-17.
The score is actually 17-13, 13-17 actually, with Tony Healy in the server's box. The simple green scoreboard there.
13-17.
It's Dave Vincent doing the commentary, along with color commentary host John Bike sitting in the booth here. Production assistants Colleen Burke, Gene Kazumoto, cameraman Omar Lemus, Don Baker, and producer Jeff Kastner and Chris Garad also directing the video production crew, as well as commentator Kara Mack. She's on the sideline. Let's talk to her.
We're out here in the gallery. I'm joined by Tony's dad, and you've been talking to him between all the timeouts. Right now, you're giving him a break. What has your advice been?
Well, at this point in time, he's coming back into the game. He's been struggling for a good while, trying to come to the pace of the game with Natty Alvarado, who is playing very, very well at the moment. But in the last 5 minutes, he has come back into the game very well. And at this stage, it's 12-17. So we are hoping that he will continue to improve and hopefully maybe take this game as it goes forward.
What has he been doing really well that you've noticed? Because it was between the last timeout and now that he's really coming back.
Well, he seemed in the start, he seemed to be very nervous, and he was missing a lot of Natty's serves. Now he seemed to have come to terms with that. He's also serving a little better than he was, and he's putting the ball into play, which he wasn't doing in the start. So, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's check out the rest of the game too. They're going to get back out there on the court. So back to you guys.
There she is, that beautiful smile from Kara Mack, sideline commentator from Portland, Oregon, KATU News. K2 News, Channel 2 in Portland, Oregon. That's Kara Mack.
17.
Talking to Tony Healy's father who trained Tony Healy at such a young age to play handball.
Screen serve.
That's kind of a borderline call, but I guess probably a good one to make at this point.
2 serves, 1 screen.
Tony's definitely back into this game now.
Yeah, it's almost a toss-up at this point. He's 4 points down, but all the momentum. Nadi's got to turn that around.
Tony needs 4 points to catch up with Nadi, and Nadi needs 4 points to win. And that's the Tony Healy that we've grown to know and love right there. Taking that ball off the back wall, hitting it a couple inches high. He's definitely in command of this game right now, even though he doesn't have the lead. He's winning right now in his mind.
Replay.
That ball must have grazed Tony on the way by, or might have hit a ceiling light. I didn't really get to see that too well.
It hit him, and Nadi's looking up. This is the opposite of yesterday's cool mode when he was ignoring every call. Right now he's asking about every call.
14-17.
That's a sign of a little lack of confidence. I think that could happen to anybody at this point when you had such a big lead and you lost it almost.
Wow. That's back-to-back wows for Healy. I thought Nadi shook himself and turned Emmett's match around in June by letting go and with a big holler. Wouldn't mind seeing that now. He's got things bottled up right now.
It only takes one shot right now from Nadi.
Yeah.
Just going to take one shot.
He's moving well.
Replay.
Boy, he wanted that too. Looking back at Papa right there. Just getting a quick glance. It's only going to take one successful, really good executed shot from Nadi Jr. in order for him to get back into this game.
The problem is he's let Healy get into his game, and when they're both on, they're still an even proposition.
15-17. Good. Second serve.
Look at that shot.
He's locked in.
Absolutely brilliant from Tony Healy, going all the way back from 15-1 deficit to tie the game at 17 now against Nadi Alvarado Jr. Tony Healy lost the first one 21-10. He was down this one 15-1. He has just fought his way back. He's done it in about 5 or 6 different innings to get back in there. Nadi really hasn't looked the same at all since he had those 15 points. And it didn't look to me as if he was going to back off and just try to play easy. I thought that he was going to roll right along.
Tony still only has 16. We gave him an extra point on it. It was actually a replay.
That was about 2 or 3 shots back, actually. Remember,
got to make that shot.
Side out.
That's a good call.
See, there you go. There's that emotion.
I like a little emotion.
That was the emotion that you're looking for. He didn't say anything.
So let it go a little bit.
You hear your wife?
17.
Oh, yeah.
16.
Lupita.
Very crucial rally right here.
Oh, look at that little zip he put on that ball. He was
hit it hard, just a little too low.
Second serve.
Ooh, Tony guessed right, but he didn't. No, the 3/4 speed kill. That's it.
Look at the crowd there. You see the Lupita bike up there standing up, yelling, clapping. Look at that concern on her face. Then you got Nadi's wife, Carrie Alvarado, out there as well. There's Lupita. Look at how concerned she is. That score should read 18-16, I believe.
Timeout, Healy. 1 minute. That's
smart
the
call.
second
Nadi's
timeout.
had 2 nice rallies in a row.
2 minutes. The
Healy
score
can
when
try
we
and make him
resume
forget about it.
is 18-16.
Referee is James Comstoff from LaGrange. It's 18 serve 16 is the call once they get back in there. Nadi Alvarado Jr. has the lead as we go back to sideline commentator Kara Mack. Kara?
Back with Nadi Jr.'s sister Lupita. You were the loudest one out here, really cheering him on. What do you wish you could tell him right now?
Just get down low on the ground and take his shot. Use the angles. There's plenty on the court, and just keep the ball away from Healy, because Healy will go for the ball, and he'll do everything he can possible to get the ball back.
Do you want to say that a little louder, because he's sitting right down there?
Yes. Well, no, I will during the match. But
is this hard for you?
Extremely hard. It's nerve. Yes. I feel sick to my stomach pretty much. Yes, definitely.
Everyone in the family has one. The family member who's out there and yelling and shouting. Has it always been you?
Definitely. For some unknown reason. I don't know. I take after my father, but he's actually very mellow and low key. But yeah, I'm that's me. That's what I do, and that's okay.
Out of all the family members besides Nadi, do you know the game the best?
Playing wise, no. But having been around the sport for many years, you kind of know what you need to do to be an awesome player. And no, I don't know. It's a very intense, tough game, and you've got to be mentally strong and physically fit to play the game well.
Well, thank you for keeping it clean. You've done very well as a cheerleader
Thank
up here.
you.
We'll
Thank
wish Nadi good luck in the future. Back to you guys.
All right.
Big clean.
Well, out of the family members, I guess that excludes you. Your
No, she
wife
didn't.
knows
She
more?
was careful on that. She didn't say that. She said no.
Yeah, she was really careful about the way she said that. I know your
say
mother-in-law
yes.
also plays handball, and she.
Yeah, she's kind of she's like the Wizard of Oz, secretly running stuff back there.
She's kind of running the tournament, and she has.
There she is. She's locking the door there. That was Lupe.
That was sideline reporter Kara Mack from Cat 2 News. That's KATU News Channel 2 in Portland, Oregon, flying down here to help us out with the broadcast. It's Dave Vincent with the World of Pro Handball, WePlayHandball.com, a USHA sanctioned event. Simple Green's U.S. Open of Handball, the Nadi Alvarado Classic.
16.
Game number 2 after Nadi won the first one 21-10. It's 18-16, Nadi serving.
Reverse, but a little too high. Too hard. Got to kill that ball. Didn't do it.
Let's kill this one here.
Side out.
That hurts.
Just after it felt like he got a little confidence back there, he misses that one. That would have been a nice one to actually get a roll out after having a little bit of a confidence boost. And I think if he would have got that one, you could have pretty much almost seen the dagger go in just slightly further.
Now it's an absolute reversal of that.
That's why we have employed the biggest money tournament of the year. This is also on the World Wide Web. That adds a little tiny element to this game. Not just the $70,000 that are on the line through the whole bracket, but
yeah, on the court, I don't know if they're thinking about that though. Healy a little short on that pass.
Got fooled there, but still made the adjustment.
Stroked it well. You see that miss hit, slight miss hit there?
Nice.
That's a beautiful combination from Alvarado. Drilled that first ball at Healy, went off the side of Healy's hand. He jumped in the next one.
That was a beautiful play too, because not only was it kill shot, but it hit over to the left wall and just kind of died out on that crack over there. Tony could have maybe made a contention that he could have got to it and was hindered or screened, but then once it hit that crack, it was all over with.
Right. That's too far away. It actually bounced twice before the sidewall. He really kept that one down.
That's a good shot of Tony Huante sitting next to Nadi Alvarado Sr.
18-16.
Quickly, Nadi gets back into the service box. That's going to help him out confidence-wise.
Too high on the serve. Can he hit the corner?
Replay.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he had to go for the corner. That's smart. When he's serving, he's perfectly fine with plunking the opponent. Means he gets the serve again. And hey, man.
We got the psychedelic scoreboard back again, which means we'll eventually
18-16.
have to reboot our system.
Oh, that's
what that means. Let's see you later. Time to reboot.
Oh, my.
Because hopefully this game can conclude before that has to take place.
Serve.
Oh, that's a good move by Tony Healy.
Nadi's now in crunch time is going to the same serve every time. Tony's picking up on it.
If you look down to the bottom left of the screen, you can see a big check down there. It's from Simple Green, made out for $20,000.
Point.
Healy with more cracks than Nadi in this game.
Time to pull that out is right now if you're going to try to get a couple extra points here. I bring up that check back on that bottom left corner because I don't know if that really comes into play if these players see that and it makes the court look a little darker back there, or if it's leaning up against the window. But
I wonder about
Short.
that.
Second serve.
Tony's going to go to the Z, the modified 3/4 Z.
Ooh, he left that one. Oh,
Point.
my.
You hear the crowd saying exactly what you just said. That was exactly what Nadi wanted to have happen to that serve, and he took the exact shot that he wanted to take and missed it by a couple inches.
18-18.
There it is. That's the tie that Tony's been searching for after being down 15-1.
Short. Heel the serve. I called it short. Both agree. Call stands. Second serve.
See if he makes that mistake on that serve again.
He's moving well. Short steps. Gets that one high.
Point.
Oh, it's very composed right now.
Tony's in the driver's seat right now. He's pumping his fist too. That's the type of motion that we haven't seen from Nadi here in this second game. Although Nadi was up 15-1 at one point, and it doesn't look like Nadi's tired. It's just
18.
Tony's just doing all the right things now.
There's a mistake.
Nadi wants that one back, and he just got it.
What's he gonna do? And he's still firing away. Tony's not going to miss for him, and Tony's going to return every shot that isn't great. So Nadi's going to keep going for it. He's made thousands of them in situations like this.
18-19.
Oh, maybe 1,000. He plays every other day. You never. But this situation like this.
I mean, not exactly like this.
Oh, look
big
at
serve
that.
when he needed it.
Yeah, you're right. This type of situation doesn't come around too often. We're talking about $70,000 in cash, actually $20,000 for first place, and I believe that he's actually playing the least amount of money he can get now is about 7 grand. So let's see if he goes back to that Z serve, which Tony's actually been stepping in and re-killing it.
Second serve.
It looks like he's going to go for a Z.
I bet you he hasn't decided yet.
Behind him, there it is.
Behind, oh, what a serve.
Hit that a little too hard. Nope, he did not.
It was all right. That's what I would choose there, wrap it around. Healy left that one up. Oh.
Side out.
Noddy just kind of mishit that ball, and Tony, he did get it back to the front wall, but Tony took care of it. It's a good high-definition view of Tony Healy.
19-19.
19-19. This is game number 2 after Noddy won the first game. Noddy does not want this to go to the tiebreaker.
That fist. Back.
Side out.
Oh my.
If this game goes where Noddy comes back, it takes this win to advance. We're going to look back on that shot right there as a pivotal shot for Tony.
Yes.
Cannot make that mistake at 19. Cannot make that mistake.
Unless. There you go. Now they're even.
Boy, it's tense in there too.
19-19.
That's a good swing. That's a good shot.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts. You missed by that small amount.
Went over the top of the ball, kept the ball down. Did not have to hit it that low though.
Nope. Nearly 1 point away from finishing the game.
20, game point, serves 19.
You can see the angst on the face of Nadia Alvarado's wife, Carrie. She's really concerned about her husband there. Nadia was up this game 15-1. Tony's serving to win the second game now. There's Danny Bell in the crowd.
Too hard.
There it is.
Shot at game point and made it.
Tony Healy came back and won that game. That's an amazing comeback from Tony Healy. One for the books, actually, and he's actually all pumped up now. That's something that the Alvarado camp does not want to see, is a pumped-up Irishman. Noddy wins that first game 21-10. He's up 15-1 in the second game, and we were talking about, or at least I was talking about, the finals for Noddy, and then all of a sudden Tony Healy started pecking that score away, just slowly going back after it and getting a couple points here and there. Looks like he started taking command, and it almost like he flipped a switch when he got to about 8 points, and he felt like he was somewhat within reach of Noddy and started going out and shooting the ball. He got the previous 8 points not necessarily by being aggressive, but just by Noddy making some mistakes, and then when Tony poured it on, he actually got back into this game.
Yeah, Tony, that late part of the second game, put on a nice little show there.
You're listening to continued coverage from the world of pro handball. It's Simple Green's U.S. Open of handball. This is the first men's semifinals open pro match the afternoon, as we are getting ready for the finals, or making way for the finals. Obviously, that's going to take place tomorrow. We're going to take a quick break.
0-0. 0-0.
Looks like we're back.
Short.
Dave Vincent just going to town on a chicken bone here, so be with us in a few seconds. Strong second serve. No, it's not a good.
Replay, contact.
Well, if you're in the Alvarado corner, one bit of good news. I mentioned he had a streak last year of losing leads in individual games. He did actually come back and win the matches when he did that. So he does have the ability to flick the switch back on.
Serve.
Healy looking very tough to beat right now. What's that Irish expression? Healy looks hard beaten.
Point.
Don't know if that's exactly the expression.
Don't
It
know.
might be good enough. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me.
I was reading a message board about curling results, I believe, and I saw the expression.
You just read curling results quite frequently? Or?
No, someone infiltrated the handball message board.
Point.
There
An
it is.
unforced error from Healy. And this is what Nadi's.
Picture of Desi Keegan in the gallery. He just lost to Danny Bell as we try to determine now the men's 5 through 8 players.
2-0.
Danny Bell advances to another round. Beats Desi in a tiebreaker. In an earlier match. Oh, wait.
Nadi's
look at
smacking. Oh, boy.
That's going to go to the highlight reel once again.
You know, Nadi Sr. had 5 full minutes of do more than hand signals with him. So far, it's working.
3-0.
Score is now 3-0. Tony, no stranger to having a 0. As a scorer.
Now, that's a beautiful
Point.
shot. When he's got the timing like that, effortless power.
We're watching a tiebreaker, first semifinals match.
Timeout. 1 minute. Score when we resume is 4-0.
It's a very smart timeout call by Tony Healy. First men's semifinals match. Tony Healy and Nadi Alvarado. Nadi Alvarado seeded first. Tony Healy was the number 4 seed. Tony lost the first game 21-10, and then of course Nadi went up really big in that second game, 15-1. Right after that, it was Tony Healy fighting back and winning the second game after being down. And what does that do to your confidence, John, when you just lose a huge lead like that?
You know, it's apparently Nadi's used to it. I'm not kidding you. It happened like 2 or 3 times a few years ago, and he came back and won every match. He just presses forward.
As we're just getting ready to go back into the court here, we missed
Resuming play.
an opportunity to talk to our
4-0.
sideline reporter. We'll catch her on the next timeout. Kara Mack, who's in the gallery right now watching this. Next time out, we'll go to her and see what's going on. See what she's learned.
Replay.
I'm not surprised that Nadi's come out so strong. I'm a little surprised that Healy hasn't matched yet. Made that one unforced error.
Nice skip by Tony Healy. Little contact.
Replay.
I agree with that. Yeah. Playing very close now.
Tony's doing what I kind of initially thought is,
Still
wait
kind
a
of on
second.
His follow through a little bit. It's still part of his shot.
Nadi was trying to call contact for Tony, but that's smart.
No. Nadi was calling it on his follow. Tony was in his follow through. Now Tony's right that had Nadi hit him on his follow through and rolled it, he would not have looked for that call. But like Comstock explained, he was still in his shooting process.
Well, if that's the case, then why not an avoidable hinder?
Yeah, you're right.
Right out.
I mean, you can't call it both ways, can you? Or can you?
Well, James can do.
He's appealing the serve. I called the serve good.
I thought the serve was down.
Both agree. Side out.
I thought that if Nadi would have won that serve, that Tony Healy would have appealed.
0-4.
It was actually Nadi appealing his own serve after that was over with. Look at that. Again, you know how hard that is to make that adjustment and still stay with that ball.
Yep.
A lot of players overhit that when they make that adjustment. They try to overhit it.
4-0.
Nadi just floated it up to the front wall and still hit it 2 inches high. There's
Great
that serve.
Replay.
After a while, Tony might get just a little frustrated with that close play.
Hey, that's not how I'm seeing it. It is not. This is a two-way street. It's not. If anyone's doing more crowding right now, it's the guy in the white shirt.
Short.
Nadi's going to appeal that.
Serve, I called it short.
He's backing up.
Agree.
Usually when Nadi walks toward the line, judges, he's pretty confident. There he started
Second
backing
serve.
up. Some people read hops. I read
Great.
short appeals.
Fooled Tony last time. The sign he's more relaxed. He went to a
Point.
tough shot by Nadi. Fortunate to get it all the way on the wall, but
Look at the faces of all the family members there. It's quite different from the ending of that second game.
yep, Nadi's doing better now.
Got the big smiles from Nadi
5-0.
Sr. and Bruce Fabrizio and Kerry and the whole crew all smiling now.
Great get by Healy.
We saw a ton of those in the first game. Another defensive shot from Tony.
Oh, Nadi went the wrong way
Right
on that
out.
one.
Nadi was keeping the pressure on, but he made a mistake himself. He had Tony twice. Tony's not going to give up. Not going to come all the way over here from Ireland to give up.
No.
0-5. Point.
Another crack. That's how his run started last game.
Yeah, you're right, though. He actually has been hitting more crack serves than Nadi has been.
1-5.
I like where he's standing, too. That's even makes it harder to see.
That was close. Close to a crack. I'm
Point.
surprised Nadi didn't get that one.
Just about to say that Nadi's fifth shot to the ceiling has been a little bit more successful today than it was yesterday when we watched him play. A lot of those balls were coming deep off the back wall.
It was successful at 19 because Tony missed the back wall, but
This is the tiebreaker. Nadi Alvarado Jr. had jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Tony Healy has a serve, though. Has scored a couple points here. This is the serve Tony wants. Hits a crack on the left side. Nadi's popping it to the ceiling with his fist.
that's a good return. Oh my.
Boy, I'm telling you, that looked like there was a little something in the middle of that swinging motion there.
I won't talk for Nadi, but when I hit it that low, it's a mistake. I'm aiming a little bit higher than that. Maybe he's aiming that low, but
It just looked like there was just a little tiny glitch there, but he still stayed over the top of the ball and kept it down. Nice serve right there.
smooth motion again. Just nice return. Great return.
Point.
Wow. That's another one. That was another well-timed left-handed shot.
Well, if you look at that shot, Tony's only 3 feet from the wall, and
he's
Nadi still passes him with that shot.
You're surprised when the timing's just right. The ball's got a little more on it.
Nadi's not a big guy, but look how much torque he gets into the ball here. Tony's just 3 feet
unbelievable
from the wall, and then there it goes. Plus, Nadi also has a great little reverse that he has in the middle of some of these rallies. Actually, I think that was hit that with his left hand, so it would have been a natural. He just popped that ball away just enough.
Boost the power second serve. Tony can't cheat the Z. Nice shot.
It's not what he wanted.
Side out. I saw a true bounce. He's appealing it. I called it a good bounce.
It's not going to get that to be overturned.
One agrees, call stands. Just because it hits this doesn't mean it's a bad bounce. It came off straight.
Oh, now see, there's a metal plate up there, and I thought that was that would be a local
Side
rule.
out.
James is saying it bounced true, even though it hit the plate.
And you're saying if it hits the plate, it's automatically.
Well, I don't know what the rule is in this court. I remember one in Texas I had a dispute about, and they said yes, that place it was an automatic replay when it hit that thing.
That's usually they call those automatic replays when there's either a recession on that board or something that sticks out.
It's that flat metal support beam that runs across the top, and if it's not a local rule and it's a court ender, then James is right.
It's a good call. Tony Healy's in the server's box at 2 against Nadi Alvarado 6. We're playing to 11. 11 points.
6. Point.
It's a good serve by Tony Healy right there. I like this position that he's standing in. Boy.
Yeah, I tell you, now he's making some great returns because
Side out.
that's quality. I mean, All 3 times Nadi's gotten Tony out. Tony hit a nice serve with a little hook into the wall. Nadi hung with it.
Tony has easily outserved Nadi this match.
6-3.
This game.
Short.
Oh, that might be
I'm gonna
appealed.
reverse my call. I'm
Okay,
gonna call
it's
2
2
serves.
unless. That's a
I'm changing my call.
top
2
quality
serves.
ref. Realized he made it too quick.
6-3.
Now,
That's nice because I mean, if a linesman screwed up, he would have confirmed James's call. And it's good for James to do that.
but then could Tony turn right
yeah,
around?
he could have. Sure, he could
Okay.
have.
I'm surprised he didn't do that.
No, I think everyone knew it was good. That's a good no call. Gave Tony the shot he wanted.
Right out.
That was an interesting call right there.
That was a great call. Tony wanted that shot.
3-6.
3 serve 6.
Point.
Beautiful shot from Tony Healy. Again, that is becoming kind of a signature shot for him as he comes back against Nadi in the second half of this match. The one that he's been doing most
4-6.
often. Just over the short line there. Nadi's ceiling balls have been very impressive.
Yeah, Tony read that very well, but didn't take advantage.
Tony got it back.
Yeah, smart shot. But he
Tony
gets
got it back again.
That's a hinder.
Replay.
Yep, it is.
Wow.
Nadi didn't get it far enough down the wall.
That is totally impressive. Tony Healy
Phenomenal
playing
rally.
like he did in the very first part of the first game, getting a whole bunch of balls back. Look at that. Going back the wrong direction. Nadi just to hit the ball in the perfect location, and Tony caught up to it.
Oh, he didn't get the.
He just made the mistake there. He wanted to make that slide down the right wall, and
Yeah,
he just
another
got
foot or
underneath it.
so would have been out of range.
Nadi, I think, realized that he couldn't go over to that right corner wall because it would have shadowed right in front of him across his body. So he went to try to change his shot, make it go slide down that right wall, but got underneath it too much, and the ball hopped back toward him. I think he would really want to take that shot back again, and maybe just hit a little soft patty cake and let it slide down the wall.
Or hit it even harder.
Maybe even use a fifth shot. Side
Go to the ceiling.
4-6.
We can keep
What do you
playing this
think
game.
of Tony's position here?
I love where he's standing right here. This is a great little shadow squeeze. He's going to peel that.
Appealing it, I called it short.
Might have been good.
Looked like it was just over the
One
line.
agrees, one disagrees. Call stands. Second serve.
Here it is again, really quickly. Looked like it was just over the line.
No, he was
Nope.
right.
Good call by referee James Comstock.
We'll get that one.
Whoever wins this game is going to be on the massage table
Just can't.
right after this match is over with.
Well, I believe there's a third place playoff as well, so they'll be fighting for space.
Both of them might be on the massage table after this is over with. This is a lot of,
Was that Tony's 5th point, or?
I think it's 4.
5-6.
You're right.
You should know better. God, he's got to put that down.
Tony just keeps fighting.
No, not he's. Good stuff.
Nice little return from Tony.
And he's had opportunities.
Point.
Beautiful shot. Tony Healy again going to the left corner. He has a really good up front game, just dumping balls left and right. Don't mean that as a figure of speech. I actually mean he's dumping the balls on the left side and on the right side.
Making the big shots.
You can see the score is tied up. A simple green scoreboard. Tiebreaker going to 11.
6.
A very tense game.
Short. Second serve.
There it is.
Nice shot. He opened up, climbed out.
You hear the crowd going crazy there. I wouldn't even say that Tony made a mistake here. Just Nadi just outplayed that shot right there. That's beautiful left-handed. He really needed to come up with that left-handed shot. He hasn't really hit a lot of those left-handed kills, but in that situation, it takes a lot of guts. Came over the top of it, kept that ball down. Did with the left side that he normally does with the right side.
Yeah, his left's helped him a few times this game.
Short.
Nadi looked back toward the hole in the wall, even though I know he wasn't looking at that hole. He just looking at himself thinking, why can't you get that ball across the line today? Tony did not run in on that one.
Nadi put just enough pace on it. It's a tough shot.
Point.
Unforced from Tony. Very surprising the way Tony's played for the last half of this game.
Looked like Tony was
kind of out of the blue.
Looks like he was taking the right shot there.
Just, yeah,
he
just
had
to miss it.
Had Nadi standing behind him. He wanted to get that over to that right wall and let it just float up to the front. Paul Brady takes that shot so often. Oh,
Yeah,
nice
he's getting closer to the crack. That fires him up, you can see. And we're going to go to... Ooh, that might have been a back wall.
Here it is, right here.
You hit the corner. That could be a bad bounce. That popped up.
I agree with you. I
think he called it.
I believe they will replay this. No, it's Tony's appealing it.
Called a good bounce off the front wall.
Interesting.
They're appealing it.
One
We'll
saw
see.
bad bounce. One agrees with my call.
What's
I'm going to
James
stick with
gonna
my
do?
call. It's a point.
He's got that option. They all had an equal look at it.
Actually, James has the best look out of everybody. He's right there looking right down on the hole. The bad bounce would just be a ball coming off that front wall, not necessarily hopping either way. Not necessarily. It did look like the ball did kind of hop just a tad, but
I was hoping Nadi would go back to the right. He was close to the crack on the last one. And
second serve. Short, right out.
now I've seen everything.
well, you know what? It was a smart idea. Tony's been seeing that that placement that Nadi is in the service box where he goes to that three-wall Z, and all of a sudden you throw one over there like that. Looked like Nadi might have tried to throw a little reverse on it, but he second served out.
Oh, and he answers back.
Listen, he's actually pumping himself up.
Talking to his fist. That's done that a couple hundred times with me in practice matches.
8-6.
I'll take credit for this win if Nadi pulls it out.
Oh, nice little serve.
A lot of zip on that serve. There's that same shot down the right. This time it was right-handed. Smoked it right back to where Tony was.
You're going to see a lot of emotion from Nadi if he does.
Score when we resume is 9-6.
If he does carry this through, you see a lot of emotion coming out, and Tony took a smart timeout. Let's go to the area where the boys just came out of the court. Sideline commentator Kara Mack.
I'm with one woman who spent probably more time watching handball than any other. I'm with Nadi Jr.'s mother, Lupe. All right, watching your son here, what are you thinking?
I'm dying. I'm dying right now. I'm just, I don't know, I'm too nervous right now. I'm not very good in the microphone, but.
Handball has been such a way of life for your family. It's brought you here and really joined you guys together. How much does it mean that he's making it as far as he has and is doing as well as he is doing?
I'm very, very proud of him. I'm very, very. He's a very good kid.
I see your husband over there coaching. Is this a situation too where you leave him alone too?
Yeah, I leave him alone.
20 seconds.
Yeah, I don't talk to him much because he knows more than I do. So.
Well, we wish him luck out there. The games continue, so we'll toss it back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Kara Mack from KATU Channel 2 News in Portland, Oregon, flying in, helping us out, and the video production crew with Jeff Kastner and Chris Garad from Portland, and all the other fine, hard-working people.
Replay.
To include John Bike in the
Appealing the serve. I call
broadcaster's
the serve good.
booth.
Both disagree.
Ooh, I didn't
Second
catch that.
serve.
Interesting. Crucial overturn considering what Nadi did in his last second serve.
Replay.
That's a replay, yes it is.
This is the tiebreaker of the first men's semifinal match of the day.
9-6.
Nadi had a 5-0 lead in this game, and Tony's fired back. There's the serve.
There's a opportune time.
If Tony could consider taking another quick timeout here.
I think they said that was his second. He called one early.
10, match point, serve 6.
The winner plays for $20,000. Nadi goes right back to the same spot.
Oh.
He knew he got it. Talk about the emotion that I told you that would happen if he did get that win. He was going to be yelling, and he wanted that. He's not showing up his opponent. He's not trying to make Tony look bad. That's just a lot of emotion bottled up in there.
Yeah. So that's the pattern he established last year. Make it hard on himself, but still win the match.
Here it is
Whatever
again.
it takes.
Let's look at this replay. Tony just pops it over to the left. Nadi knew he was going for it right there.
Very nice.
That's a beautiful shot from Nadi Alvarado, who, when he needed to make those, he went right after it. To fellow American teammate on the Casey Lawler Cup, Emmett Pachot's getting ready to step in and play Paul Brady. But as we take a real quick recap at that and kind of look back, it was Nadi Alvarado winning the first game against Tony Healy in really easy fashion, somewhat easy from this perspective, but winning 21-10. And then quickly he lost the next game after having that big lead of 15-0, and then came back and in that tiebreaker there and pulled it off. Nadi Alvarado now playing for $20,000 in cold hard cash tomorrow at looks like 1 p.m. here on the internet. It's the U.S. Open of Handball, the simple green tournament that everyone's been talking about. John Bike in the studio with yours truly, Dave Vincent, from the World of Pro Handball. It's a USHA sanctioned handball tournament, so Vern Roberts and the crew out here representing as well. Bruce Fabrizio and the crew. We might take a real quick jaunt over to sideline reporter Kara Mack in a few. Once we get the cue, we'll see if players want to talk. Might go courtside here in just a few shakes and check that out as we watch Emmett Pachot warming up with his match against Paul Brady. He said to the whole audience today that he actually never really thought that he could beat Paul Brady, but now it's getting into his head that he thinks that he possibly can do it. And
yeah, that wasn't the quote I was thinking of when you brought up what he said. When you asked him what's he going to do differently today, he said win.
Win. Earlier before.
Now, I will say though, Emmett's, as far as calling his shots, doesn't have a very good batting percentage on that.
Yeah, that's true. He's been
called many.
0 for
however many.
0 for ever on that.
Yes. He did not call his national 3-wall title this year.
And he actually
He must be kicking himself for that. The title that he won, he did not announce he was going to win beforehand. Or maybe he'll learn something from that.
Maybe so. He's 0 for ever. Let's go back to the sideline now, just outside the court, where Nadi Alvarado Jr. just beats Tony Healy in a tiebreaker to sideline commentator Kara Mack.
Are you ready for this? The big after-game interview.
I know, they're fun.
What a fantastic match. I mean, you never would have thought to see such a fantastic semifinal game, because that could have been the finals right there. It must be tough to have to go through all that just to make it to the finals. Tony Healy, a great opponent.
Yeah, in all fairness, I mean, Paul had to do the same thing this past June. They played each other in an amazing semi, and you know, it's unfortunate for Tony. Guy's too good of an athlete, too good of a player to be losing the semis, but there's 3 good ones right now, 4, so you know, it's just a tough spot to be in, I think.
You earned every single point of that game, though. He really put you to work.
Tony could have easily waved the flag at 15-1. He decided to keep going and pushing, and then there he forced a tiebreaker. I mean, that was a tough comeback by Tony.
You not only saw your great physical game, but your mental game to stick in it when Tony was coming back. What's going through your head at that point when he's also coming back and taking your lead away?
You know, you try to forget the score, but it's always being repeated over and over by the ref, and that's the only thing you really can do. Is there's no more score. You just want to get some points and gain some momentum again. But in that second game, Tony had it all going his way, and that was a tough second game.
You're known for your fantastic serve. A little bit of trouble there at the end.
Yeah, actually, middle of the second game, I couldn't find the left serve again. I'm just trying to force it instead of just trying to groove it, and it makes a lot of work for me that way.
What are you going to get ready for tomorrow? Are you going to watch these 2 take on so you can see who you're going to be playing?
I'm going to drink a lot of water and eat a lot of food and stretch a lot, and that's about all I'm going to do.
You have quite a big fan club up here. Your entire family coming to join in.
Oh, that helps.
Can you hear them?
The whole time, and that's what keeps you going. I mean, if they weren't here, Tony might have been the victor today. You just always try to find something to hold on to to put you through those matches, and that was them.
Let me guess, you hear Lupita the most.
All the time. I hear her. I could hear her in a different state probably.
Well, she gave some great advice that you didn't quite hear, but she gave it to us to give to you, and definitely followed it, pulled off the win today. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Look forward to
Enjoy the
tomorrow.
night. Yep.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.